Jason Persley, unfortunately, there with the flat right rear tire after he met the concrete turn 4, and David Buntress. The top 4 cars within 7/10 of a second. An exciting heat race number 1. Expect more of the same here in heat race number 2. On the pole, car 50 will be Daniel Adler, and his outside defending WAR Sprint Car Series champion, car 56 is Riley Kreisel. Row 2 on the inside, and car 3B of the Newman Racing Stable, Shelby Bosey, and his outside, and car 103 is Brock Hunnell. Row 3 on the inside, car 30T, Tyler Van Tol, and to his outside, ran here last week as well. Car 88 in is Tyler Nelson. And rolling off 7th, the Hoosier. And car number 15 of the Petrie Motorsports Stable. Young race car driver, just 14 years old. Picked up an $8,000 to win micro race earlier this year. One of the rising stars in the open wheel circuit. Car number 15 rolling off 7th is Emerson Axum. 8 laps of distance here for heat race number 2. Not a lot of quantity here tonight, Mr. Brian Shoemaker, but plenty of quality there in heat race number 1.
That is the exact best way to say it, Ryan Kent Jr. As we get ready to roll with heat number 2. 305 sprint cars, you need to be in staging now, please. 305 sprint cars, you need to be in staging now for heat action.
Many people ask what was the objective, what was really the point of having a lot of midget races here at Jacksonville. It's so we can get young racers, like most of them out of the Keith Kuhn stable, Emerson Axum, young local drivers that aren't at that national level. Maybe they don't have the equipment or the time, or they're of age to compete at the national level all the time, to simply come and get them laps. And they've been able to put on some fantastic racing so far throughout the course of the summer, and expect them to do so. This is where you can see the future, say Kyle Larson's or Christopher Bell's of the sport, right here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Drivers start to get lined up side by side here for heat race number 2. Again, 8 laps of distance with everyone going to the big show here tonight. No B mains or last chance showdowns here this evening. Lights go out around the speedway. Daniel Adler, Riley Kreisel on that front row. Bosey and Hunnell in row 2. Van Tol and Nelson in row 3. Emerson Axum back there in row number 4. Lots of work to do from that 7th starting spot. Field receives the 1 to go. Furrowed green flag from Alan Motley in the flag stand. These drivers set a slow pace over there through turns number 1 and 2. Drivers starting shotgun on the field. Riley Kreisel doesn't spend a whole lot of nights in a midget. Kind of working out some kinks in that 3 wide life number 56 here tonight. Defending WAR Sprint Car Series champion. 8 laps, heat race number 2, set to come to green, and we go green. Adler gets a good jump early on the field on that Boss SR11. Kreisel up on the top side. Bosey through for second. Bosey by for second. Axum up a couple of spots back and back. Kreisel gets a little wiggly off turn number 4. It's Van Tol closer than on him for the 3rd spot. Drivers negotiate their way through turns 1 and 2 and down the back 2. Bosey looks to the inside of Adler. Oh, car around. Oh, just missed his ass. So there did Emerson Axum. Looks like Nelson's going to be able to continue on. That was a close call for a couple of drivers. Everyone able to get away unscathed. Kreisel up nipping in the boards in turn number 4. Up front right now is Daniel Adler in car number 50. He leads the way over Shelby Bosey by about 3 car lengths. Opportunity to potentially start towards the front of tonight's A main. Riding a 3rd Kreisel. Here comes Bosey. Bosey in car number 3. Battle for the lead. Adler shuts the door. Bosey goes back upstairs in turn number 1 and 2. Ripping the cushion. Diamonds down off the corner. Tries to get a good run down the back chute. Drives back to the inside. Car stopped in the front stretch. It's Nelson. He's going to bring up the caution. Tyler Nelson, the reason for the caution here on the front straightaway. He was involved in the contact with Tyler Van Tol over there in turn number 3 and 4. Emerson Axum just barely able to squeeze by. Looks like Nelson will take the hard right-hand turn and direct his car back towards the trailer. Tough break for him. Appreciate so many of these drivers making the trip here for just one night of racing in Central Illinois in terms of midget racing. Set to come back to green now with Adler out front. See if Posey has anything on this restart. Posey. Luxury car links back. Here's Axum looking inside for spot number 3. Works inside of Kreisel. Can't do anything there. Posey up top again in turn 1 and 2. Axum. Got a little crossed over that time in turn number 2. That'll open the door for Van Tol to slide inside. White soaked in the air, one more trip around. Here comes Posey around the outside. Posey's gonna give it a shot. Can't quite get it done. Slider into 3 and 4. Posey, oh, Adler slides up the track. Posey near the wall. Drag race to the line. Adler picks up the win. At the line, give it to the 50 machine of Daniel Adler, able to hold on there for the heat race win after he and Posey make contact in turn number 3 and 4. Second to the 3B of Shelby Posey, third to the 56 of Riley Kreisel, followed by Emerson Axum in car number 15, Tyler Van Tol in the 30T, Tyler Nelson and Brock Hunnell unfortunately forced